So I'm currently down at Venice Beach. I'm definitely going to need some filters soon because the sun is going to be very strong in a sec. So I've picked this spot. I mean, there's a few other spots around, but it's quite hazy over there. Don't really want to shoot there. Don't want to shoot into the sun. So a few massive waves keep coming in as well every now and then, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to wait, set my camera up, get my exposure right. What I'll do is I'll take one exposure without any filters or anything on and get my light meter. And then you guys can see we'll try and build this up as we go along. So I'm going to take an ambient light meter reading. So I'm currently at, let's turn that back down to 100. ISO 100. I know I'm going to need more than that for now. Let's go for that. F11. Type in F11 on here. Let's take an ambient meter reading. Covering up that dome, that specular highlight. 15th of a second. I'm going to type that in now. So let me take this image for you. Let me focus. So I'm going to punch in, because it's mirrorless, I can, and zoom. There we go. So that's nice. So I want the rocks. That's cool. So I'm going to put that one up. Done. So that looks kind of boring. I wouldn't mind it actually. Let me move actually. I don't like that. So now what we can do, let me bend this screen up so I can see a bit better. Whoa, that was a big wave then, see that? So, I've got a couple of options. I could build up my filters now. I could now work out what the difference is between the highlights and the shadows. So I'll switch to spot. See, that's what you've got to be careful of. When, obviously, as the big waves come over, the wash is going to be pure white. So it's going to be pretty brighter than the sky. So I'm just going to have to wait for some wash, the white wash to come over. So I'm just now literally waiting for some wash to come through, because that's going to be the brightest thing. It's not there now, but as I go take the pic, there's wash there, look, see? Whoa, yeah, look at that, 1/25 again, okay, cool. So I put that into memory. Now I look for my darks, look for the darkest shadow, 15th of a second. So there is a difference of 1, 2, 3 stops. So I know that I need to, that was a big wave just then, I know that I need a 3-stop soft grad to pull down. Wow, look at this big one coming in. Whoa. I know there's a difference of 3 stops between the bright wash and then the darkest darks on the shadow. This is a big wave. Oh my God, this is huge. Holy sh! Woo-hoo-hoo! That's crazy. Right, I need to hurry up because the sun's getting hot quick. Right, let's start building these filters up. Right, so I don't want to put, it's not that bright out. It's not that bright right now, so I don't want to put a 6-stop little stopper or a 10-stopper or a 15-stopper. I've actually got a 4-stop. My bad. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, 4-stop ND filter, which I'm going to put on right now. It's going to give me, you know, a bit of movement in the water, but I'm not going to be standing there like for 10 minutes waiting. So, because there's a lot of people on the beach right now. They're going to be walking the shot. People could be, you know, there's surfers and stuff there. They could be in the shot. So I don't want to be standing around for like 20 minutes or wherever it's going to be. Even 2 minutes waiting. So let me chuck that back in my bag. This is Venice Beach. It's very, very, very busy. There she is. So let's slip this little puppy in. Okay, so I've just put a 4 stops. So I've taken 4 stops of light away from the old previous settings that we just had. So now I need to do 3, 6, 9, 12 clicks to open up to allow for that. So 1, 9, 10, 11, 12, cool. All right, so that's allowed for the light that I've just taken away. So now I can set my timer to 2 seconds. It's giving me a shutter speed now of 2 seconds. Okay, so just got to wait for some nice big waves to roll in, press my shutter, bosh. So here comes one, so I'll take that. I'm just going to quickly take a quick photo of my colour checker passport before I get too into it, just so I've got a reference for white balance. So it doesn't have to be in focus. It only looks at the colours. Right now the light isn't that powerful right now. So I can get away with 4 stops and still get a nice blur. But as the light comes out and gets stronger, I might have to jump up to 6 stops, to 10 stops, to 15 stops. There's a lot of water coming in now. I've got to be quite careful actually, that the water doesn't come in too far and catch me out. I've had that done many times. But thankfully I never recorded that one, so you'll never see it. That actually looks really nice now. Yeah. So I'm going to just mix it up. Let's get my light meter again and just double check. It's getting brighter and brighter now by the second, so let's just double check now. Spot, clear that out. Look at my highlights, the wash. Wow. Yeah, look, 1/60th. Before it was 1/25th of a second. So I'm going to chuck a 6-stop ND on. Oh, look at this massive wave coming in. Look, let's try and get this one quick. Wow, look at the size of this thing. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, wow. Oh my God, that was crazy. This is going to get me wet, I think. Is that going to get me? Woo! Woo! That was close. Man, these waves are getting big. Oh my God, that's a big one. That kid just nearly got wiped out. It's amazingly busy for like 6 in the morning. Amazingly busy. This is crazy. Let me have a look at that quick image. Oh, there's dolphins there. Oh my God. I just saw a dolphin. Or was either that or a shark. It looked like a dolphin. It's cruising around. The amount of power in these waves is quite scary, really. The amount of power that's behind them. Right, I put my bag up there because the water is coming in every now and then. I have to keep running back, so I'd rather do that than risk getting soaked. So let's take this 4-stop out. Chuck him back in the bag. Where is my... Oh, 6-stop is back up here again. I'm getting fit today, boy. So let's have a look. What's this one? That's the 15 stop, don't want that. Let's go for this one. So this is a 6-stop ND. Slipping that in. Now that is going to take away another, what was on before? 6, 7, 8, 9, no, 4, 5, 6. So another 6 clicks on my scroll wheel will allow for that light that I've just taken away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now that's the same exposure, just with a bigger ND in. Right, so as you can see, the sun just popped out behind the clouds now, so definitely need light meter now because everything's just changed. It's not so dull now. So let's start again. So let's get rid of that specular highlight. 30th of a second, let's start with that. Now my brightest, I still need to wait for the specular highlight, I still need to wait for the wash to come out. There's some wash there, look. So it's going to be the same wash as here. It's 2/50th of a second, wow. It's still within range of the GFX, that's actually pretty cool. As a photographer, I've got a choice. Do I want to smooth out the water? Do I want to freeze the water? If I wanted to do that, I wouldn't put any ND on, I'll just whack up the shutter. That's the creative choice I have right now. I get to determine what I want to do, so I don't know, I might mix it up. I mean, that looks pretty cool. If I had an ND over it when that happens, it'd look like a massive wash, like jumping, like grabbing the rocks. So that might actually look quite cool. So I need to put a 6-stop, go back down to a 6-stop, or maybe even the 4-stop. Just want to flip you guys around quick. See that big cloud in the distance? We've not had any clouds since I've been here for nearly 14 days. And there's a beast of a cloud coming in. That's the first cloud I've actually seen, proper cloud. Right, anyway, let's get back to this. So I don't actually need to do any bracketing because earlier on, obviously, I tested out with the light meter that the GFX sensor could see the brightest highlight and retain detail and the darkest shadow. So I don't need to bracket. It was within my range because I saw it on the light meter. So there's actually no need to take 3 or 4 images here for one shot and blend them because I can get it in one shot. with my filters, and filters on camera, getting it right in camera always looks better than trying to do it in Lightroom and manipulate and fix and mend your image. I'm always trying to get it right in camera, so all that I'm doing in Lightroom is just tweaking and trying to make it better instead of trying to fix exposures and fix things that are out of my control. So it's just a creative process really. You've got to decide, do you want it silky smooth, or do you want it sharp? And that's mainly it really, just play around, get out there and enjoy photography. Let's crack on. So let's put the 4-stop back on. Let's see what we actually get with this. So in my LEE filter system you get 2 slots, and I've got a circular polar. I could even put the circular polarizer on at the top. But again, that's going to add, I think circular polarizer is about 1 to 2 stop. I could put the polarizer on to cut that light even more, which I could do, so let's do that. So that would then be a 4. Well actually, let me show you, let's do it. Then what I'll do, I'll put my light meter through it. There we go, it's getting dark now, really dark. I'll put my light meter through that. So I'd look at something, I normally look at something maybe on the floor. It's a nice even tone. So let's clear that, nice on the floor. Getting 60th of a second, let's put that into mid. Let's press the AV button. Now let's look through this polarizer. I'm getting 1.3. Yeah, 1.3, 1.4 stops of light. So if I now put, I've currently got on a 4-stop, a 1.2 ND. This is now going to take away another 1.3, 1.4 stops of light. Maybe 4 clicks on the camera to allow for this to go on. Then I've got the same exposure. So let's put this back now. Let's screw this little puppy on. So fiddly, this thread. There must be another way of doing this thread. It's like a minute, like $0.5 mil. Got to keep an eye on the time because I've parked over in the where Muscle Beach is, but there's a limit. Right, so now I've got a 4-stop ND on and a polarizer, a variable polarizer. So take my ambient meter reading, switch this back, just to be safe. 30th of a second, put that into mids. Then on your Sekonic 758, you get a compensation button. So we've had 4 stops, we said then 1.3, 1.4, 5 1/3 stops. So my previous setting was at 30th of a second. I hold down ISO 2 button, and it gives me a shutter speed now of 1 second. So that's allowing for all of my filters right now. So camera's gone to sleep, that's great. Let's turn that on. That was a big one. These waves are getting, oh my god, that's humongous. Oh crap, look at the size of this one coming in. Whoa. So much power here in these waves. I'm going to go for a couple of different looks. So now I've put all the filters on. It's giving me a nice smooth look on the water, nothing too crazy like a 10-stop would. Because I've only got now 5 and a bit stops, so I've had the 4 plus the 1.3. So I'm not on the 6, I'm not on a 10 or a 15, it's in-betweener. So yeah, I'm getting some quite good looks. I'll chuck a few pictures up. Right now I've got a few different options. I can either put a 10-stop on, now the sun's starting to come out, and create even, silky smooth water, or go for take it all off and just go bare bones and stop the motion, which I don't really like. It looks a bit harsh. So it's just a matter of taking a few images now, trying to time the water. As it draws back, take my image. As it comes in, take an image. Just do different setups, play around, and go for what you like, really. I mean, that looks nice. I'll just put this one up now. That one looks quite nice. I like the look of that one. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that's it really. Just trial and error. Got here, set up, looked at the light, waited, got here very early, had enough time. That's one of the main things, is having enough time. You don't want to be rushing around. Just allow for enough time. I mean, the LA traffic's quite crazy. It was really busy actually at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, which is weird. Because back home in London, it doesn't really get busy till about 7. All the motorways here are pretty good. You've got turnings off everywhere. There's traffic, but it's not like UK kind of traffic. It moves. So it'd be a build up, but you can always get off. Whereas in the UK, if you're on the M25 or whatever you're on, you're stuck for like wherever the next junction is. But here, every few miles, there's another junction you can get off. So they've got great infrastructure here. So let's take this one. All the water's coming in now. This is so nice. Just the sun is just kissing now the rocks, and every now and then a big wave comes over and like hugs the rocks. I'm normally shooting 4.3 aspect ratio, but recently I've been using this 65-24. Still gives me a massive like 25 megapixel image, but it just gives me a pano. So let me take, I'll show you, I'll take one and put it up and I'll show you what I mean. It's amazing how versatile this camera is. Yeah, so I might take a few like that, just to give me some versatility. You know, I've set the camera up, done exposure, might as well set it up while I'm here and take a few different aspect ratios. Just playing around really. That bird just walked in front of the shot, so I think that's about it. So that's it for today then guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, then click that subscribe button. I've had a fantastic time here today at Venice Beach. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll probably go back, maybe come out and do a sunset, I'm not too sure yet, but sunrise has been absolutely beautiful. So that's it for today. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.